started with the Valpolicella Classico. Iperico is a name of a herb, a flower, because when we decide to bottle the wine, you had to find the name for the wine. It is Valpolicella Classico, a blend of Corvina, Rondinella and Molinara. 12% of alcohol, so a fresh fruity wine, very good also in summer, for example, a little bit cold. And it's an easy wine for every day. You can eat with all sorts of food. You don't need to think what I can prepare for this. So fish and meat, and also some ham, salami, and so. It's very easy.
Does it go in the barrique for a little while?
No. Only stainless steel, 12% of alcohol. Is the typical wine that you go home for lunch. You want to drink a glass of maybe 2 of wine. You can after go back because it's light, it's fresh, so it's easy.
A lot of minerality in this.
Yeah.
Huh? Not too much fruit. A little bit.
Maybe because it's 23 this vintage.
Okay.
Next vintage is 24. It's ready in few time.
Mm-hmm.
It's in bottle, but not ready for us to be drunk.
Right.
Yeah, this would be nice with fish, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All the wines are certified organic.
Oh, okay.
We work in biodynamic way in the vineyard, but the certification is organic, non-organic. And we are happy for this decision. It's not too easy, but
Yes.
No, last one.
you know, the problem for us is that we have to dry the grapes to produce the Amarone. And so the rain is not very good. The rain at a certain time of the summer. We should have less rain in September, for example, or August also, when the grapes are about to mature, and so the skin must be very strong and healthy. And the rain doesn't produce good skin.
Yeah.
So last year was quite difficult for the Amarone. For the Valpolicella, not, because when you pick the grapes, they are healthy. You crush immediately, so the fermentation is a short time.
So if it rains a lot for the Amarone, and you have to dry it, you dry it for a longer period of time to get the moisture out?
For the rules that you have to respect, until now is 3 months.
Okay.
It's a long time.
Long
Yeah.
time.
Last year they allowed us to try to crush the grapes a little bit before 3 months.
Okay.
There is another problem, that the more time you dry the grapes, more sugar you have in the berries and more alcohol at the end. And now they try to have less alcohol in the wine. And so maybe the consortium is checking what happens if you dry less. But the problem is that 3 months are the right time to have a good substance inside the berries to produce a good wine. Because if it's not so, you can dry the grapes with a machine. I remember some years ago I went to Bordeaux for an exhibition, and some winemakers from Argentina, they came to my table and they wanted to test my Amarone. And they asked how long we dry the grapes, how much is the sugar, the alcohol, so. When I said 3 months, because the grapes lose 35-40% of the weight, is water that evaporates. They said, but we can have in 1 week. It's not the same, the result in the wine. Huh?
Yeah.
No,
Right.
because you're accelerating the process.
No,
Yeah.
it's not,
So it's not the
it's
same.
Not good.
Yeah.
And so now there is the problem of too much alcohol.
This is 13 degrees?
This is 12.
12.
It's 12 is light.
Yeah. So if you harvest, let's say, end of August or early September, you don't actually go through the vinification process till November, December then. That's when you actually start the fermentation.
It's not very important when the fermentation is finished. The important is when you start, how long you dry the grapes. If you stop the fermentation before, you have too much sugar in the wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
The second is not certified Valpolicella, but is a Valpolicella actually. Is a wine made with the same grapes of the first before, but we didn't use yeast for the fermentation, so it's a fermentation spontaneous, and we didn't add sulfite inside, because are the ones that are born during the fermentation, but nothing is added. Also for the first one, we start without using yeast to move the fermentation. If we see that the fermentation lasts many times before the beginning, we help with some yeast. But in this we make this wine only when the grapes are perfectly mature, very healthy, very good maturation. So we decide to choose the best grapes to produce this wine. It's not certified as Valpolicella because in 2011, the first time that we tried to make this wine, we gave the samples to the consortium to have the certificate of Valpolicella, and the answer was, it's not so fresh and fruity as Valpolicella should be. Correct him represent, and we decided that it's not possible to add nothing because that must be. And so, no Valpolicella. They came to keep the samples from the barrels, and I think they left the samples all the day in the car. They cooked the wine with the temperature. Also for this one, the alcohol is 12%.
The nose is beautiful. The nose is very different than the taste.
But these two only stainless steel. Now we begin with the one that were aged a little bit in oak. This is Valpolicella Classico Superiore, 21 is the vintage. This wine that aged 1 year in oak. So
how long in oak?
1 year. We use all big barrels, all barriques, but not new barriques. But this is only second, third time.
French or American?
I have some American, but mostly are French. The alcohol is 13.5%, and a little more alcoholic.
That's good. Long finish. But the oak, I think, neutral oak has given it some structure, I think. Rounded it off a little bit.
It becomes more round.
Yes.
In the summer, do you generally chill these just slightly?
I prefer a little bit the wine. Also Amarone.
Also
Amarone.
Not too much, but if you put on the nose the glass of Amarone, if it's quite low the temperature, you feel the perfume of the wine. If it's the room temperature, you feel alcohol.
Okay.
And so you lose, so prefer. And also, if it's quite cold, you leave it in the glass a little bit of time, and then the temperature changes. This is my idea. It's not from expert.
No.
Yeah.
So, but it is what I believe.
For me, in the summer, I don't normally like to drink red wine because I prefer a chilled wine. But if you chilled these a little bit, I think they would be really enjoyable.
For example, these two everywhere that are quite light, for 16 degrees, they are perfect.
How many years have you been making wine?
We bought this property in 1970, but for many years we made wine. We sold all the wine to other producers.
Okay.
We didn't bother because I was teacher at primary school with two children.
I remember that.
Oh, wow.
I remember.
Children. My husband, he has a company that he produces now equipment for the wineries. And so he didn't have a lot of time to spend here. So we made the wine, and there was the farmer in the vineyard, and so. But when I got retired, my children were grown. And they said, but what do we do with 10 hectares of vines in Valpolicella? Is it not a good idea to work in this way? Or we sell everything, or we try to have a little bit a better... And so we decided to rebuild the cellar, to prepare a place where, because the cellar was very in a bad situation, to have a place where to bottle the wine. And we went into the market with the first time with our bottle in 2005. I found immediately a good importer in USA because during Vinitaly we didn't have our place at Vinitaly because it was the second year that we produced wine bottles. So we went to a restaurant, and when we opened the door, went inside the room, the owner of the restaurant said to some people that were at the table, "That's the producer of the wine that you are drinking now." And they were drinking the Iberico. They loved this wine, and they decided to import my wine.
Wow.
And for 5-6 years, we worked in a very good way. They import all the wines. After the crisis in USA, is a small company. I produce a few bottles, only one sort of wine, Valpolicella wines. They wanted a bigger range from the same company. I didn't want to buy wine to resell the wine. I want to sell only what I produce because I can guarantee what is in the bottle if I produce it. So, and I decided to not buy anymore.
But you have a U.S. importer now?
I have one in Chicago.
Okay.
And one we started last year in Massachusetts.
Okay.
Because my brother lives in Boston. The importer in Chicago, for example, is not very big, but he imports 1-2 pallets per year. This year he imported one big pallet of only Amarone.
Only?
Because he said that it is easier to sell the Amarone than the other wines.
Maybe.
You know, also because maybe my Valpolicella is more expensive than other Valpolicella.
Okay.
Maybe.
But you know, it depends in the way that you work.
Right.
And also, I can't be competitive with my Valpolicella with the producers that make 1 million of bottles per year.
Yes.
Because you find it. This is a Ripasso from nothing.
Can you tell us about how you make the Ripasso?
I said before that if you make wine with the fresh grapes, Valpolicella grapes, you have wine, fresh, fruity, pleasant, very drinkable, but light. If you want to have a bodied wine, you dry the grapes and you produce Amarone. Amarone is very alcoholic, is very powerful. So it's important to have a middleware. And all people of this area, they discover that it's possible to make a second fermentation on the Amarone pomans and to have a Ripasso. So in September, when the grapes are mature, to check this, we bring some berries. There is a special instrument, we put some juice and we see how much sugar is inside, and we know if it's time to pick the grapes or if you have to wait some more time. Pick the grapes all by hand, because we have a few vineyards where it's possible to go with the machine, but often we have pergola to track the way, and so it's impossible to go with machine.
Right.
And we choose the best berries. We put in some plastic boxes, only one layer, and the plastic boxes in the drying room. It's a big room with some ventilator on the walls in the middle. So, where the grapes stay the time that we want to leave. That's are the grapes for the Amarone or Recioto. When we finish for the Amarone, we start with the one for Valpolicella. We pick all the grapes, we crush immediately. After 7 days, 10 days, it depends how much sugar is in the grapes. So we have the fermentation finished. And the Valpolicella is finished. It goes in the stainless tank, and we leave there. At the end of the drying time, we crush the grapes of the Amarone. The grapes have lost the 35-40% of the weight. Is water that evaporated, and at the same time during the drying time there are some particularly important substances that I have born, are the ones that produce a very special wine after. So the taste, the body, the perfume. So we produce less wine because 35%, 40% is gone, and the fermentation also is longer than the one for the Valpolicella.
How long?
Around 1 month, because there is a lot of sugar. In the cellar, the temperature is lower. We don't heat the tank. We decide to have the fermentation around 20 degrees. For both the Valpolicella and also the Amarone. We preserve the perfume in this way, it is longer. During the fermentation, there is a gas that brings on the top all the salt part. You have to move this to make it go down. In the morning, in the evening, make this plunging, because the juice has to keep the substance from the skin, from the seed that is inside. When the fermentation is on the way to finish, you see. So you see also that you don't need to make the analysis to check the sugar. They go down. When there is still a little bit of sugar, we take away the Amarone from the tank. We put in the stainless steel, and we leave all the pomans on the bottom. We add this wine that we have made in September. The fermentation restarts because there is some more sugar. The alcohol is lower, because it's 12 maximum, and so you have a second fermentation. This is the way to make the Ripasso. You can make with the pomans of Amarone, also with the one of Recioto. The Recioto is a little bit more soft.
So Recioto, you just you dry the grapes for a longer period.
Yes, at least 1 month more. Ripasso is, in my opinion, is a very important wine because first of all, it's less expensive. It has less alcohol. Very important thing in my opinion. No? Yeah. It's also good with the meat. So. The alcohol is 14%. Next one is AGT.
Italians, they're okay with twist off. No problem.
I had to fight. I think that is the right thing to do, because in this way I don't have any problem with the cork. Actually, I try to find the company that produce a good cork, but sometimes you can find one bottle that is not good. When we decide to be organic, we decide, for example, also to use some bottle with glass. If you see, that's our bottle, this one, of simple wines. The important wine, usually they have a big
heavy
Yes.
bottle.
I decide to not take care of this, but to have good wine inside, but a light glass. So,
But a lot of times, people think if the bottle is heavy, it's a special,
I know.
really good wine.
I know, I had to find those things. And also with this cork, for example, there were some restaurants on the Lake of Garda. You know, if you have a client there, they buy a lot of wine because they have a lot of people. So we decided no, because they don't want this cork. Instead, for example, in Rome, we have a historic restaurant. They want a big bottle of this wine, also with this. And for example, when we started using this, it was impossible to close the bottle of Valpolicella Classico. I had to call only Valpolicella. There were the small bottle of Valpolicella Classico with this cork, the big the normal bottle with the natural cork. And then I said, but why?
Right.
So they decided that it was possible also for the Classico. Classico is Valpolicella that is made with the grapes growing in this area, that we are Valpolicella geographic area. This wine is a blend of Valpolicella wine and a 50% of Cabernet Sauvignon and Sangiovese.
Oh.
We have in the vineyard
Okay.
also some vines of this sort of wines. We decided to not use in the blend of Valpolicella that is possible to add a small percentage of these grapes.
But not 50%, right?
No.
Okay.
No. Maximum 15.
15, okay.
But every sort of grapes, maximum 5%.
But why did you decide to use Sangiovese and Cabernet Sauvignon?
It was a decision of my expert, my husband.
Okay.
When we bought the property, there were many vines of white grapes. He decided to take away all the white grapes. He said, I love white wine. But he said, no, Valpolicella is red, so only red grapes. He decided to put this to increase the color and the body of the Valpolicella. But I decided that instead Valpolicella must be with the typical classical grapes only, and then to use this for another wine.
What's, besides the 3 red grapes, what white grape is grown here?
Because in the past, I remember when we bought this property, there was an old farmer that he used to make a very good recotto, white recotto.
With what grape?
With the white grapes. Maybe the same of Soave, maybe.
Soave? Okay.
Garganega, maybe. I don't know because
Yeah.
I
Right.
But you make a rosato?
No.
No.
This is, if you come in 1 month,
Okay.
come back,
Okay.
you find this ready.
One. Okay.
It's a Corvina, but a fermentation in process. To have the color, you must leave the juice on the berries more time. This is only a few hours.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell us the difference between Corvina, Della, and Molina? How are they different? And when you put it all together, what does it give? Just each grape give different
For
characteristics?
example, the Corvina is the more typical of this. Corvina and Corvinone is more powerful. The Molinara, for example, gives freshness but not color.
It has to work together.
Yes, they have
All
to
of
be
them.
together. You can't produce Valpolicella only with one,
Right.
right? You must put together.
Okay. Me personally, I always like, especially in Italy, the native grapes. I don't like it when they start blending Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Syrah, all of this stuff, which is not. It's not
But
Italian.
you have to do a different, to produce a different wine.
Yeah.
To do something different.
Yeah, because it's to satisfy the current trend and needs, but it's going away from what truly is Italian.
And for example, when I started taking care of the cellar, I asked to my husband to make a wine only with the Cabernet that we have. And he did. Normally Cabernet is very strong, very tannic. So this Cabernet was soft. Maybe the soil, maybe the climate is different here than in the typical part of the world where the Cabernet has born. So, and we declare that we had some Cabernet in the cellar. I add a little bit of the wine and I use it because, it was the beginning of our job here. It's better you go into the market with the typical wine, not with other wines that so work in this way, and so I left the wine in the tank. Immature for many years then. And yet I decided to do something. And so we decided to make a different wine, making a blend between Valpolicella and Cabernet. So this wine, Cubi, at the born.
Cubi.
Yeah, I think that's good because the soil is very different here, right, than maybe in other regions.
So Cubi for Cubi.
It took me 2 minutes to
Miss
figure it out.
Cubi is when I went to some exhibition outside Italy. Miss Cubi, so we decided to call Cubi.
Cubi.
I decided
Because in
that
English, you don't say Q, you say Q.
Yeah, and so you see, so, but also so is Cubi.
Oh, right, other
So
way.
we made some big bottle of cheese, and we put the label behind, and the lady from Philippines that was helped me at home, helped me to clean the big bottle to tap. So I discovered that there was some on the contrary, but the label was the same. That was on the top. So.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, clever.
And now, Amarone. This is 2013.
This is a 2013.
Wow, amazing.
Wow.
Try this one. Don't think that is too good.
No.
So-
So last time we were here, we bought this wine, and I think we left it in the cellar for a few years before we drank
You
it.
signed it.
Allora, when the fermentation finishes, the Amarone stays 6-7 months in stainless steel. We change it to clean the wine, change it so, and then we put in oak. We use a big bar, 3,000 liter, for us a big bar, and a new barrique, and we forget it for the wine for here.
This is very nice.
When it's time, we make the blend between the barrique and the big barrels. We check the tannins, not too much tannins from the wood from the barrique, and then we forget in bottle the time that the tannins became more round, and then we sell.
This is kind of good.
It's very good.
This is my favorite. I find Amarone very smooth, easy, just...
My Amarone is very drinkable. It's a bottled wine. It has body alcohol, but you can drink. It's not the one that you taste and say, okay, good, and then stop.
Right. You can drink it with food or without food.
Exactly.
I
If you
think.
prefer.
Yeah, because what's the alcohol content on this?
16.
16%. Yes. So
You don't feel the alcohol.
No, you don't
Not
feel
that
the
much,
alcohol.
no.
Yeah.
You
So
don't feel the
usually
alcohol.
a high alcohol wine, you need something
Something
like
with it,
food
yeah.
with it, but with an Amarone.
If you want to have a good Amarone, you must be patient. You must wait.
Patient, yeah.
The Amarone has its time.
Yeah.
All the wines, but in particular the Amarone.
So how many years can you just let the bottle age without opening?
I have in my room down, I have some bottle of all the vintages of Amarone that I have bought. Starting from 1997. Once per year we make some vertical of Amarone. And we check, it's a way to see in what way the wine ages. So,
Yeah.
and, okay, 97 is completely different.
Right.
But it's still
But still
Good.
a good wine. So let us know. We'll come back when you do your vertical.
Difference between Corvina and Corvinona.
Corvinone.
None.
Corvinone is more powerful
Okay.
grapes. We prefer to use more in the Amarone.
Genetically, they're the same grape or different? Because the name.
Not the same. Also, if you see the shape of the grapes,
Berries, yeah.
Corvinone is bigger.
Ah, okay.
Bigger. Corvina is more close. For example, Molinara, the name comes from a sort of dust that is on the berries, quite
The fungus,
white,
or-
quite white.
Yeah.
You know
Green.
the men that make the bread. In Italian you say mulinaio.
Okay.
So Molinara.
Yeah, this is very good.
We
This wine.
yes, absolutely. This, even since you poured it, has changed in the glass.
Evolving.
I love the perfume of the glass when there is no more wine inside.
Really?
You feel the perfume.
Yeah.
Let me smell. Yes.
Do you want a little bit more?
No.
Who is the driver?
Good. Glad to
He's
see
the driver, so yes, I'll have a little more, please.
Yeah, he's driving.
Yes, please.
Yeah. No, grazie.
Are you sure? You're winning.
Okay. Little bit, huh?
Okay.
So after this, we are going to lunch.
Grazie,
To
grazie.
eat. You have a recommendation?
Oh, the best restaurant is Enoteca della Valpolicella. that
Ah,
we
see,
are-
we've been.
Yes, I love
Long
that
time ago we
restaurant.
were.
But today is Monday.
They're closed. Yeah, Mondays.
Because it's Monday off in Italy, maybe they are open.
Okay.
Do you have people staying here that are going to Veneto? Okay, that's why we couldn't get an extra room. What is the alcohol percentage?
Oh, not too much, 12 maybe.
Oh, just 12. Oh,
Yes, because
okay.
there is a lot of sugar inside.
Ah, okay.
And more than 100 grams per liter.
That's a lot.
A lot of sugar.
Not too sweet,
Oh,
No.
so nice. Very nice.
but
so nice.
strawberries, even
Oh,
chocolate.
there's a lot going on with this.
It's beautiful.
Jeez.
Beautiful.
The cherry is really the chocolate cherry. So, I guess this means it stays in the bottle 12 months.
Yes, 12 months.
This is the time that we should leave in bottle before selling. But it's a lie because
It's a lie. Oh
we finished all the risotto.
no. Oh.
We bought it 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
3 months
I
ago,
don't remember
okay.
right. So
2023.
when we bought the wine, if you test the wine in a short time of it's a little bit upset, I don't know. It needs to rest some time. It becomes better. So, but if you finish the wine, you best test the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is lovely. I love it.
I don't know.
It's
what
good.
Blue cheese, yeah.
Middle cheeses.
That would,
Some nice cheeses.
yeah, no, that's great.
Beautiful.
And pepperoncino.
Oh,
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
no.
It's a great contrast.
No, no pepperoncino. No pepperoncino.
No.
No, I don't think so, Ram.
this
Something
is
you need
like
something to balance
I
the
see
sugar.
that the South influence.